obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. All right, a chance to check out stats for Anthony Davis.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. At the guard positions, Russell and Reeves, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, they've got Hartenstein, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Anunoby in at the 3. And you know, Clark, you look at these teams, the depth of their bench is a big part of what they do.
Kevin, you know, it's so important to have that kind of depth. I mean, it helps you through the length of that 82-game grind of a season. Successful teams, in my opinion, always have weapons coming off the bench.
Now, here is Russell. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hard against Russell. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Anunoby. DiVincenzo kicks to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Reeves. Last game we saw him score 32. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Brunson with a clean look. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
And Clark, for years, the Lakers have been the premier destination for free agents. Think that's still the case now?
I do. I mean, it's still Los Angeles. The history of the Lakers is one of the premier franchises in the league, along with the Celtics. So I think cap room is the driver, though. That's always the great equalizer in this day and age. And I think that helps keep some of the small market teams in the game as well.
Now here's Brunson. He had 40 points in the win against Indiana.
A gigantic game for him at the free throw line. He was an instigator, drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brunson has a 2-pointer. Brunson with another miss.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Outside, Russell passes to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis, and James gets it to go. James has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Unloads from 13. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Anunoby. Here's Hartenstein. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Brunson, good.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
The pass to LeBron. Kicks it out to Prince. Lakers passing it around. Clock at 6. Reeves the pass to Davis. From deep, Prince. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
One thing, Greg, you notice about Taurean Prince, he can play anywhere, against anyone.
And he's a versatile player who gives you just a ton of effort. Drop Prince into any lineup, any scheme, and he's going to find a way to affect the game.
The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. It's LeBron with the drive, and the dunk by LeBron.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Now, here's Hart. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint, here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion, you'll have periods like this.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Brunson with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
James dishes to Russell. High post, Davis. Again, the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Knicks trail by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hart, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Mays. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's New York. The shot's good from Achua.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Inside, here's Davis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, James is out there with Rui Hachimura. And there's Christie. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Hood Schifino in at the point guard. Kicks it to LeBron. The tray. Hood Schifino. Shot is off. Knicks trail by 4. When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
McBride passes to Brunson. That one doesn't go. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Hood, Schifino. Hachimura with it. From deep. It's hauled in by Achua. And here's Brunson outside. Lakers with the rebound.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
From deep, James. James with another miss. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. Here's McBride. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds. But I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
Russell finds Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
Here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. As to Anunoby. The three. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Passes it to Reeves. Lakers working the ball around now. LeBron with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Merciless inside. Merciless James.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Christian Wood.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Yep, it counts. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the night.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Russell left side. And finished off by Davis.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Knicks trail by 8. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. McBride's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And there's the pass to Vanderbilt. Davis with it. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
23 seconds left to play here in the half. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 11.
DiVincenzo with it. A 20-point game for him in the win against Indiana. Pass to Brunson. It'll count. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room.
The previous play is under review.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball was still in his hand.
And even if they don't show it, I know the refs are proud of themselves.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Looking at the Knicks, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
You're starting to scare me, Kenny.
Oh, okay. That wasn't scary.
All right, and looking now at the first half, it's been an almost but not quite story for the Knicks.
What I'm really wondering is their communication defensively. They've allowed too many good looks, and that's something that can be hard to correct at halftime.
Also, give some credit to the boys on the other side. The execution was on point.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Hartenstein is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Prince against Anunoby. Passes it to Hartenstein. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Reeves. He kicks to Davis. Prince outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. Here's Reeves. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Hart. Launches a 3. Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
No one near him. And that's good for 2. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points of the night.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. Lakers leading by 8. And the pass to Russell, a 3 ball. That shot, no good. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
And one thing you respect about Russell, his ability to get the rock in the hoop.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he puts points on the board in bunches. No matter what uniform he's wearing, this guy is a legitimate lethal scorer.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. And players and coaches want a consistent whistle, Clark. Isn't that harder, though, when minor contact can be called a foul?
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but I do think the officials do a great job. At the NBA level, there's more latitude for physical contact. These are the best players in the world. They're also the most athletic and the strongest players in the world. So giving them room, and I think the officials do a great job of officiating the game the way it should be. And I understand the cry about consistency, but remember now, the officials, much like the players, coaches, and broadcasters, they too are human.
Here's Anunoby. Prince with the defensive effort. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that concludes this long 6-game road trip. And James throws it down hard.
Well, he seems ages at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Christie comes in for Taurean Prince. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. Right now, they're down in the 9th spot. They haven't had the kind of success they had wanted to have at this point of the season.
And when I look at the Lakers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Picked away. Fast break, here they come. .103 left to play in the third. Grimes passes to Hartenstein. And good that time.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Vanderbilt with the screen. Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, not really an explosive athlete. Russell has a bag of tricks. He's crafty, he's slick. The up fake, getting the defender to overcommit there.
For the Knicks, Sims is checked in, and it's Achua in for OG Anunoby. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson surveying the D. There's a screen to the inside. The dunk by Achua.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Russell against Brunson. Goes up with the stripe. Here's Vanderbilt. Nails the baby hook. And the Lakers lead by 9.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Hachimura out there with James. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Christie, and it's Mays in a point. That free throw missing.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
McBride passes to Achua. There's the pick. Shoots the three. And James pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 10. Great focus from LeBron. Gets hit and still gets it to go.
You think LeBron is bothered by that contact? Absolutely not. No way.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Pass to McBride. Five on the clock. 18 feet out. The rebound by the Lakers.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
James looking it over. And they double up James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Spins. Brunson the pass to Sims. Back to Brunson. With some arc, and he sinks the layup.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
And the Lakers call time here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, listened in on what Darvin Ham was talking about with his players. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's LeBron, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
DiVincenzo gets great lift on his shot, and right now playing at a great pace.
James outside. Pass to Reeves. Jacks up a three. Drills the three-pointer.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Stolen. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Russell. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Here's Brunson, and Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 15. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:38 left in the game, and the Knicks miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Kicks it out to Prince from downtown. It's rebounded by Brunson. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 15-point game.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Russell passes to James. For the three. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Now Brunson to the middle. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, in the fourth quarter, were you looking to be aggressive?
Yeah, just try to close the game out. You know, my teammates looked for me in the fourth quarter to close the game out with my scoring and just my playmaking ability. So, you know, to be able to go out there and come through for it means a lot.
I know they're used to it by now, but I know you're still happy with the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
Make your hell gaming